let me tell you about the approx figure of this exam. This exam is conducted in two phases, Tier 1 and Tier 2. About this exam, these figures are approximate figures, not the hard ones. Okay, so every year 2 to 3 lakh candidates fill the form. About 1.5 to 2 lakh download the admit card. 1 to 1.25 lakh appear in the Tier 1 exam. Okay, after that it took about 2 months approximately when SSC declares the result. In Tier 1 result, about 10,000 candidates got selected. Then they are called for the Tier 2 exam, which is basically a subjective exam, which we will discuss about in next slide. So about 7 to 10,000 students give paper 2. Okay, because due to other exams like at that time Indian Engineering Service exam and many other exams also going to be happen, so only 7 to 10,000 students give this exam. Then finally about 1100 to 1200 depends on the vacancy make in the finalist list. This procedure require about 10 to 12 months. So what is the SSC JEE exam? This exam is conducted by Staff Selection Commission for the selection of junior engineer in various departments of Government of India. Various departments give the authority to Staff Selection Commission to select the suitable candidates for their departments. In this exam, you are going to be a junior engineer if you qualify in the main list, and your starting salary will be a grade pay of 4200, which is a nice and decent package. But after 7th pay commission, this pay has been changed and you will got more, which we will further discuss in the next slides. If you want to make me those slides, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so now let's discuss about which departments are there in this exam. So basically there are 3 streams in this paper: civil, electrical and mechanical. Candidate of civil, electrical and mechanical streams are appeared in this exam for the selection of junior engineering post. Okay, there are basically 6 total departments in this exam. First is Central Water Commission, second is CPWD, which stands for Central Public Works Department, third is Military Engineering Services, fourth is Frakka Barrage Project, fifth is Central Water Power Research Station, and sixth is DTE of Quality Assurance Naval. These last 2, CWPRS and DOQA, these 2 departments are added in 2016 this time. Before this there are no such department in the exam which are held in 2014 or 15. Okay, so in civil there are 6 departments. CWC, Central Water Commission, the work of a civil engineer or junior engineer in CWC is of maintaining the water supply, like sanitary and the water release, this kind of stuff. Understanding? Okay. Now in CPWD, which is Central Public Works Department, it is a central government department, highly reputed when you got promoted in this department. Its work is basically the maintaining of roads, not the highways, because highways are maintained by National Highway Authorities of India. Okay, generally district and state roads are made by CPWD, and other like parks, this kind of stuff comes under the CPWD, and you can understand what is your work in CPWD. Okay, you have to maintain the roads, making of parks and public utilities like this. Okay, in military engineering service, you are going to be responsible for the construction work in the military areas, like for the construction of buildings, blocks and this kind of things in army. Okay, MES is the branch of Indian Army. Then Farka Barrage project. This Farka Barrage is in West Bengal. You all are familiar with that. Okay, this is a huge project. If you got selected in this, you have to serve in West Bengal. Okay, you can understand what is the work of a civil engineer in the barrage. There is also a construction work and maintenance work basically. Then it is Central Water Power Research Station, as we can conclude on name, water power research. There is also maybe your construction work or like that. And then DT of quality assurance. Civil engineer have no work in this department. Okay, this is basically for electrical and mechanical students. And there are department of post in civil engineering. There are many departments also in civil. Then move to further electrical engineering. There are 5 departments which we have already discussed. You are responsible for the all equipments and electrical works in those departments. Okay. In mechanical engineering, there are 4 departments: CWC, MES, Farka Barrage, DO, QA. Okay. You are responsible for the maintenance work and mechanical work. Everything which is related to mechanical, you have to support that part. Okay. Now we will discuss about the exam scheme. What is going to be happen in the exam? Okay. This exam is basically of 2 tier, tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1 is first paper, which is objective type, which will be held on computer. This exam is going to be conducted in December from 3rd to 5th, if dates will not be changed. Okay. So in paper first, there are 200 questions total, in which there are 3 parts. First is basically reasoning of 50 marks, general ability or reasoning, you can say. I like to write reasoning. Okay. Then there is a general knowledge or general awareness section, in which there are 50 questions. Each question carry 1 mark in all sections. Then there is a technical portion of 100 marks. The stream you filled in the form, you have to write answer of that stream. Like if you fill mechanical as your stream, you have to answer the mechanical section. Okay. So this is of 200 marks. Then if you qualify in tier 1, then you will be called for tier 2 exam, which is basically a subjective exam, offline exam. You have to write in this exam. This exam is basically a trade specific exam, 300 marks, and you have to opt for a stream in filling the form. Then you have to write. The major lack in this exam is the time. The time period for the both tier 1 and tier 2 is 2 hours. Basically 2 hours is very low or less for the tier 2, because there are 300 marks and about 20 questions will be there of 15 marks each. Okay. You have to write so much in that exam, and the cutoff are so high, because in this exam the students of MTech, BTech, diploma and sometimes maybe PhD also appears. The higher qualifications like PhD may not going to be served, but they just tried. Okay. And the unemployment in our country is very much, so maybe they join. Okay. In first tier 1, the time is enough, because in GK section you need just 10 to 15 minutes for all the 50 questions, because when you read the question, you know. If you know about the answer, you can write. There is no time to think, or you have to solve the question and those scraps. Okay. In reasoning also, it is also covered in 30 minutes, and you can easily solve the paper in 2 hours if you study it well. Okay. The main focus should be on the paper 2. You have to be very intelligent. You have to cover the whole syllabus, and everything should be on tips. Okay, so after the second exam, tier 2, the total marks is 500 and you have to score a decent score in SSC J. It is the most toughest exam according to the cutoff of India. Like in tier first, you have to score about 100 in tier 1 for general category in civil exam, and for the electrical and mechanical jointly you have to score about 130 plus. Okay, minimum 125 to 130 plus. Okay, and in tier 2 exam the cutoffs are very, you can search on Google, and if you want to make another video which contain the detailed syllabus how to crack this exam and